local stories, and your first alert weather.
Join us right here next.
ABC11 Eyewitness News at 10 a.m. is coming up.
Right now on Eyewitness News at 10, bundle up. I'm first alerting you to chilly conditions today and frigid air tonight. Plus, when warmer weather moves back.
It's official. Bill to Chapel Hill. UNC announcing Bill Belichick will serve as the Tar Heels' next head football coach. We have live team coverage on the big news.
Plus, a controversial bill is set to become law here in North Carolina. Lawmakers voting to override Governor Cooper's veto of Senate Bill 382. Reaction on the new legislation.
And now at 10, check out the Durham skyline. A bright but very brisk start to your Friday Eve. Good morning. Welcome to Eyewitness News at 10. John Clark here with Anna Rivera and Quayla Murphy. Barbara has the day off, probably under a big, thick blanket, you know.
Yeah, a heated one.
Yes, that would be nice.
Just peeking out.
Yeah.
Oh, the 10's on.
Back to bed, yeah. I'm looking forward to all the wordplay that's going to be happening or continue happening with Bill Belichick and Chapel Hill.
Yeah, Chapel Bill.
Yeah, Chapel Thrill gets Chapel Bill.
So good, so good.
More to come.
Yeah, for sure. And we have that this morning for you, of course. Right now, we are tracking some cold air. Frosty start for many of you. If you're like me and you park outside, you had to deal with some frost early this morning. You may still have some lingering frost on those windshields. Defroster will probably do you some good. This morning, we dropped 35 to 40 degrees lower than yesterday. Remember, we were reaching our high temperatures yesterday morning in the mid to upper 60s. Now we're still about 20 to 30 degrees colder than yesterday at this time. Down to 42 degrees. Our dew points are down into the 20s, so some really dry air in place. Winds from the west at 8 miles per hour. So we still have a bit of a wind chill that will bring some impacts for us, not only this morning, but this afternoon too. Still some 30s around, but we're above freezing. 37 Roxborough and Sanford, 43 in Fayetteville, Clinton 41. It's 37 degrees right now in Roanoke Rapids. Here's the breeze coming in from the west, generally a bit of a northerly flow to the north. And at times today we'll have winds approaching 15, maybe up to 20 miles per hour on that breeze. But this evening, winds will settle down. Skies will stay clear. Sunshine today. We'll spend most of the day in the 40s. We'll top out near 50 degrees around 3 o'clock. But by 7 o'clock, we're back to the upper 30s and down towards 34 degrees at 11 o'clock tonight. There's a lot more cold air out to the west. This will start sliding in late tonight, so colder tomorrow morning with temperatures in the 20s. We'll see increasing clouds gradually tomorrow too. Right around lunchtime, 52 degrees. By that time, I do expect mainly cloudy conditions. So here are the clear skies, cloud free across the state and down into South Carolina, Virginia too. The closest clouds are pushing into areas around Kentucky right now with this disturbance here. I'm going to have more on this and a warm up coming our way when we'll see a weekend rewind into November that's coming up right now. Anna and John, back to you.
Quaylen, thank you. Well, this morning, North Carolina making national headlines in sports news after UNC announced Bill Belichick as its next head football coach.
Today, the university is holding 2 emergency meetings to officially seal the deal. Our Michael Perchik joining us live now with the very latest. Michael, some pretty big news coming out of Chapel Hill right now.
You know, this biting cold that Quaylen was mentioning may be the norm for Foxborough. I'm not sure that's what Coach Belichick thought he'd be signing up for here in Chapel Hill, but regardless, plenty of excitement on campus here at Carolina's. The Board of Trustees has approved the terms of the deal, which will make Bill Belichick the next head football coach for the Tar Heels. Multiple sources previously telling ABC11 this step was viewed as a formality, a point which held true when the school itself announced the hire to great fanfare in a press release and various social media posts last night. This afternoon, Belichick will join Athletic Director Bubba Cunningham for a press conference here on campus. ABC11 has learned conversations between the famed coach and the school have been ongoing for the past few weeks, starting in the immediate aftermath of Mack Brown's dismissal, as optimism grew significantly in the last few days that this deal would ultimately get done. Now, Chancellor Lee Roberts joining members of the Board of Trustees for that meeting, the bulk of which was done in closed session. Roberts and trustees members declining comment until that press conference this afternoon at 2 o'clock. We will be there sharing it live with you and have reports throughout the afternoon for, as you mentioned, a historic day right here on campus for the UNC football program. I'm Michael Perchik, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Everyone is talking about this. Michael, thank you so much. And we know this is a big talker in the Triangle. All over the world, people are reacting to this big announcement. This morning, we'll have more in our next half hour.
Now to some other headlines in your speed feed. First, an update to breaking news we've been following all morning. A suspect now in custody after a crash involving a Raleigh police cruiser. It happened around 4 this morning at the intersection of Brentwood Road and Skycrest Drive, just north of the Beltline. Police say a black Audi ran a red light and hit the police cruiser, and the driver then ran away from the scene. We're told the officer was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Again, the driver has been arrested. This morning, 6 people seriously hurt after a head-on crash in Fayetteville. It happened around 5 last night on Turnbull Road. Not clear what caused this crash. We're working to get an update on the conditions of the people involved in this wreck. And today, more witnesses will take the stand in the trial of a Raleigh store owner charged with killing a customer. 6 witnesses testified yesterday, including a woman who shot cell phone video showing the moments leading up to the fatal stabbing of 27-year-old Mark Garrity Jr. 61-year-old Tazir Taz Zarka has been charged with second-degree murder in the case. He claims it was a case of self-defense. That's the speed feed. Anna, back to you.
Thanks, John. And now over to Jones Street. House lawmakers have voted to override Governor Cooper's veto of Senate Bill 382. The controversial legislation designates $227 million towards Hurricane Helene relief. However, it also enacts a series of changes to the responsibilities of the Council of State, as well as the state's election process. Immediately following yesterday's vote, some protesters began yelling at lawmakers and were eventually removed from the chambers and escorted out of the building. In a statement, Governor-elect Josh Stein wrote, "The people of Western North Carolina are desperate for help from their state government, yet this bill is a power grab, not hurricane relief. It is despicable for the Republicans in the General Assembly to use folks' incredible need for aid to cloak their political pettiness. The legislature needs to step up and do its job. If they do, they will find a good faith partner in me. I'm ready to get to work."
Now to the recovery from Hurricane Helene and the continued cleanup happening around Asheville, North Carolina. Buncombe County officials say they have collected more than 465,000 cubic yards of debris. However, they estimate the storm created a whopping 10 million cubic yards of debris throughout the county, with so much to go. There is no timeline for completing the work, but they do hope to get the first pass done by the end of the month. Meantime, Buncombe County will be handing out free lead testing kits today. It comes as some residents are concerned about the safety of their drinking water, still weeks after tests confirmed potability. The testing kits will be handed out at 4 sites across Asheville.
It's time to kickstart the morning with your daily dose of First Things First. They mean business. Today, thousands of high school students are in downtown Raleigh for a business competition. The Distributive Education Clubs of America, or DECA, is hosting its District 3 competition at the Raleigh Convention Center. More than 2,600 students from 21 Wake County high schools are competing in 18 events. These students will showcase their skills in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management.
The state capitol tree lighting ceremony is happening today. The festivities begin at 5:30 tonight with holiday music. There will be performances by the Raleigh Concert Band, followed by remarks from Governor Cooper. The annual event will be held at Capitol Square.
And holiday celebrations continue. Governor Roy Cooper and First Lady Kristen Cooper are opening the doors of the Executive Mansion for the annual holiday open house. The Victorian-styled mansion will be open to the public for 3 days. They are today from 6 until 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. You can explore the first floor of the historic home, which is decorated with North Carolina-grown Christmas trees, floral and evergreen arrangements. Admission is free. Don't be trying to go upstairs.
And you can't stay.
That's right.
You can't stay.
Don't stay too long. Happy to have you. Don't stay too long.
Still to come on Eyewitness News at 10. Presidential pardons this morning. President Biden commuting sentences for more than 1,000 people.
And mystery in the sky. Federal officials looking into an increase of recent drone sightings. The growing concerns.
Plus, it's the race against time. We are breaking down fast approaching shipping deadlines ahead of Christmas.
This portion of ABC11 Eyewitness News is sponsored by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas.
Developing now a growing mystery over who's flying large drones spotted near sensitive locations in the Northeast.
Strange story. And in a separate case on the West Coast, a Chinese national is now charged with flying a drone over a military base. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the details.
This morning, growing concern over hundreds of these mysterious drone sightings in the Northeast.
That is not an airplane.
Videos on social media showing drones described as much larger and faster than those typically used by hobbyists, hovering over parts of New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania in recent days. Some spotted over a U.S. military facility, over reservoirs, and over President-elect Trump's golf club and summer home. The FBI is investigating, but so far, no answers.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy.
A New Jersey congressman claims Iran is responsible.
Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. It's off the east coast of the United States of America.
But he's refusing to reveal sources to back up his claim.
They do work with the Air Force. They do work with national defense. They do work with drones.
The Pentagon denying any so-called mothership. On the West Coast, a Chinese citizen has been arrested, accused of using a drone to snap aerial photos over Vandenberg Space Force Base. Just hours after the launch of a U.S. spy satellite last month, authorities say he hacked the drone to enter no-fly zones. Some are comparing these drone incidents to that Chinese spy balloon the size of 2 school buses, which was shot down off the South Carolina coast last year.
So my responsibility is for the American people to have full disclosure. That doesn't mean we tell them military secrets. But when you have something the size of a Chevy Suburban hovering over your backyard, and these reports are real, and they don't deny them. The Pentagon doesn't deny the reports. Nobody does. There's something going on here, obviously.
Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
New this hour, we've learned President Biden is using his presidential clemency power just weeks before the end of his term. Today, he's expected to commute the sentences for about 1,500 individuals. They all face long sentences and were placed on home confinement during the COVID pandemic. Sources say these individuals were deemed to have demonstrated a clear commitment to rehabilitation and reintegration into their communities. 39 people who were convicted of nonviolent crimes also reportedly being pardoned.
So listen to this. A robbery suspect is now behind bars in Atlanta after authorities say his cologne gave him away. Police were canvassing a neighborhood in a pursuit of a pair of suspects in an alleged armed robbery. One person was taken into custody on the street, but the other was tracked down from his smell. One officer noticing a strong scent and followed it right to a crawl space under a home where the second suspect was located.
Hey, you guys smell the cologne? You shouldn't wear so much cologne, homie.
Oh gosh, he was arrested on the spot. I wonder what he was wearing.
Me too. I wonder if it was Creed.
Yeah, oh, because you know that does have a very strong scent.
Yeah.
That's what my husband wears.
Yeah, if it were Creed, I would have followed the
It wasn't my husband though. I want to be clear.
Maybe it was Old Spice.
Old Spice, John.
wow.
Not a boys' locker room in middle school.
It was Brute. It was Brute. My grandfather used to wear Brute. All right, let's talk about the rainfall. We saw the rain yesterday at RDU in Fayetteville, over 1 inch, helping to pull us up out of that deficit now with the surplus for the area. We still have some drought conditions around here, but we'll factor this rain from yesterday into next week's drought monitor update. It was colder this morning, down to freezing and below for most of us. Today's going to be a chilly day too, with bright skies. We do have more clouds arriving tomorrow for the Christmas parades Saturday. Durham, Cary, Fayetteville. We're looking forward to seeing you there. Looking good, but it will be cold in the morning. At least we'll have dry conditions through the day. A low chance for rain Sunday. Later in the day, it's only 30%. So if you have some plans for the second half of the weekend, I think you'll be just fine. We're at 42 degrees, mainly sunny skies right now. There's that big drop, 22 degrees lower than yesterday morning. Winds coming in from the west at 8 miles per hour. Low to mid 40s on temperatures for most spots. Still some upper 30s north and west of the Triangle. Roanoke Rapids, 37 degrees, but it feels like 31. You factor in those winds. 34 in Sanford and Fayetteville. It feels like 33 degrees right now. So I would say bundle up if you don't have a heavy coat. Add those layers today. A little breeze through the early afternoon. Winds do relax later tonight, but they'll still be coming in from the north. So that's going to bring us more cold air, frigid conditions tonight. We'll be looking at temperatures around 45 at 11, 49 degrees at 2 by 5 o'clock. We're sunny, 46 degrees, but back into the 30s by 8 this evening, near freezing by 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. 5 a.m. clear skies right around 30 degrees at that time. So clear skies now. Clouds not too far away. We're going to see some clouds with this disturbance tracking in. There's some snowfall there, but but we won't have any of that coming our way. High pressures to our south and west right now. Tomorrow it shifts north. Here are the clouds tracking in Friday. High temperatures mid-50s, so back closer to average tomorrow afternoon. I think you'll still want that lighter coat to go with Friday afternoon. Saturday we'll see sunshine early, but another round of clouds will start building in late Saturday. That's ahead of this disturbance here in front that will bring us that chance for rain on Sunday. It's only 30%. I don't have too healthy of a rain chance in the forecast through the next 7 days, Tuesday and Thursday. 30% for now on those shower chances. Cold mornings ahead still tomorrow and Saturday, even Sunday, mid-30s, but then Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday we start to warm up. Tuesday will be our warmest morning with temps in the mid-50s. Looking at highs today, upper 40s, low 50s, 20s tonight with clear conditions and light winds. 70 forecast features a nice warming trend into early next week, Monday and Tuesday. A rewind to November with highs in the 60s, lows 40s and 50s. So not too bad there. A little cooler Wednesday, highs upper 50s, but above average. John, Anna, back to you.
All right, thank you, Quaylen. Well, looks like Apple is going full AI. The slate of new features rolling out in the latest iPhone update.
Plus, saving you money, how a new federal rule could put a cap on overdraft fees. Those details next.
The ABC11 First Alert 7-day forecast is sponsored by the Hendrick Automotive Group.
All right, 10:19. Welcome back on this Thursday. Time now for some news you can use. And changes are coming to many of your iPhones. Apple's latest update has arrived with a fresh batch of artificial intelligence. iOS 18.2 includes Genmojis, which allow users to create custom emojis by entering a description. The Image Playground feature can generate images based on your conversations. And for the first time, there's ChatGPT integration. Overdraft fees could be capped at just $5 under a new federal rule. It would mark significant savings from the typical $35 fee that customers pay when they withdraw more money from their checking accounts than they have available. The new rule is set to take effect October 1st of next year, but legal challenges could delay that timeline. And if you still need to ship a gift in time for Christmas, time is winding down. If you are using the Postal Service, December 18th is the deadline for ground shipping and December 21st for Priority Mail Express. But you're not out of luck. FedEx, the deadline for 5-day shipping is December 17th, or you can cut it as close as Christmas Eve like me with same-day shipping. And for UPS, the deadline is December 19th or December 23rd with next-day air. That's news you can use. I feel like the longer I wait, the smaller the lines are at the post office. Is that how it works?
Don't push it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for sure. Thanks, Quaylen. All right, helping to make your life a little easier, the must-need items to solve everyday problems.
And later, the first ever Golden Bachelor reveals a recent cancer diagnosis. What Gary Turner is saying about his condition. It's your turn.
Welcome back.
Sorry,
I was dancing a little bit. Welcome to Eyewitness News at 10 o'clock. And obviously, we're feeling it on this Friday Eve.
Yeah, you know, we're coming a bit more lax because John's retiring. So now he's really
He's about to unbutton the shirt, you know.
We'll get there. Yeah. We'll get there. Not yet.
Not yet. You should not unbutton anything today. Just add more layers because it's cold out there right now. Clear skies, sunshine as you head out on this Thursday morning. There's a live look from North Hills and your temperatures out the door. We still have some 30s out there. 42 right now in Durham and Raleigh. 40 degrees in Sanford. 39 for Roxborough, Burlington, and Oxford. Clinton, Fayetteville, lower 40s along with Smithfield. We have temperatures in the mountains now at freezing. There were some snow showers there early this morning. No accumulation concerns, but still some flurries in action. Today we're going to climb to around 50 degrees. Most of us will spend much of the day in the 40s this afternoon, so plan for those numbers through the afternoon hours. Little breeze at times early, and then late tonight those winds will begin to relax. Clear skies you can see across the tri-state too. South Carolina into Virginia. The next batch of clouds moving into Kentucky. That's with this disturbance here moving through the central United States. That's where our clouds will originate from tomorrow. 64 in Tampa today, so cool. 53 in Atlanta, 26 only in Pittsburgh with sunshine. And San Antonio 68, Dallas 63. Another system moving in along the west coast, producing some rain for lower elevation, snowfall for higher elevations. Tomorrow we're looking at a few more clouds by late day, but also a warmer setup with highs in the mid-50s in Raleigh, upper 50s Fayetteville. A November rewind coming our way. More on that when I come back. Anna, John, back to you.
Quaylen, thank you. And this morning, UNC is bringing Bill to Chapel Hill. The legendary legendary coach has been officially tapped to lead the Tar Heel football program.
We have team coverage following the big news. We'll start with Michael Perchik, who is live on campus. Michael, what have you learned?
Not exactly ideal weather for Belichick's famed cutoffs, but you know what? I think he'll get used to it here in what the university is referring to as Chapel Bill. Earlier this morning, the Board of Trustees approving the terms of that contract, landing legendary coach Bill Belichick here to the Tar Heel State, where he's set to lead the team moving forward. It's been a fairly fast-moving process. We want to give you some insight on how this worked. Multiple sources describing this morning's meeting simply as a formality, a point which was pretty much confirmed by the school itself when they released news of his hiring to great fanfare last night. This afternoon, Belichick will be joined by Athletics Director Bubba Cunningham for a press conference on campus. We've learned conversations between Belichick and the school have been ongoing for the past few weeks, starting in the immediate aftermath of Mac Brown's dismissal. Optimism grew significantly in the last few days that this deal would ultimately get done, and it did last night. Now, there is a Board of Governors meeting this afternoon. That's going to be actually after the press conference. At that point, we'll get a better sense of what those contract details look like. But for the first time, we'll be hearing from Coach Belichick at 2 o'clock over at Kenan Stadium. Again, plenty of excitement for what should be a new era of Tar Heel football. In Chapel Hill, I'm Michael Perchik, ABC11 Eyewitness News.
Lots of excitement, Michael, and of course lots of people wondering how much that contract is going to be. Thanks so much. And our team coverage with Cindy Bay continues. She's also in Chapel Hill getting new reaction to UNC's announcement. Hey, Cindy.
Hey guys, well, the reactions keep pouring in, and as mentioned, a lot of them excitement over Bill Belichick's new role as UNC's head football coach. Now, Belichick has said himself that he's excited for the opportunity, adding how he's always wanted to coach in college and how he looks forward to building the football program in Chapel Hill. University leaders such as Chancellor Lee Roberts has also said that this is an exciting day for Carolina football and our university. And according to UNC Chapel Hill Athletic Director Bubba Cunningham, hiring Belichick represents a new approach that will ensure Carolina football can evolve, compete, and win today and in the future. And Belichick's former quarterback Tom Brady has also congratulated him on social media, saying in part the Tar Heel way is about to become a real thing. Ex-Tar Heels quarterback Drake May also chimed in about Belichick taking over UNC football.
Obviously, legendary coach, the success he had here, and what a great place Chapel Hill is. So, anytime you have a legendary, NFL coach going back to, college, I think it's cool. It's pretty interesting for me. I think, Coach Belichick would love Chapel Hill, and Chapel Hill's a great spot.
And so a ton of positive reaction to the latest announcement. We're also here on campus looking forward to talking to people of the Tar Heel Nation just on how they feel about all of this as we're waiting for the UNC Board of Trustees to finalize the 5-year deal. Reporting in Chapel Hill, Cindy Bay, ABC11 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Cindy. We'll continue to follow it. Well, now to record-breaking sports betting in North Carolina for the second month in a row. The State Lottery Commission just released data from November. It shows bets totaled nearly $639 million last month. That beats the previous record of $589 million set in October. This is the first football season that sports betting is legal in North Carolina.
All right, check your pantry. A brand of granola bars is being recalled, the breakfast snack you should throw out.
Looking ahead to the future, this morning new research suggests fewer women are using family planning services. We'll break down the findings.
And avoiding holiday weight gain, tips to maintaining a healthy habits this time of year.
The ABC11 First Alert 7-day forecast is sponsored by the Hendrick Automotive Group.
Covers 8 different flavors. You can see those on your screen. The products were produced between January and November of this year. Recalled granola bars can return to the store for a full refund.
Golden Bachelor Gary Turner has revealed he's been diagnosed with cancer. Turner was diagnosed with a slow-growing and incurable bone marrow cancer. He says the diagnosis came just months after he married Teresa Nist during a live televised ceremony here on ABC11 back in January. The two later announced they were divorcing in April. Turner now says that after finding out about his diagnosis, the relationship became less of a priority.
A new report suggests most women in the U.S. do not take advantage of family planning assistance. This includes access to prescription birth control, emergency contraception, sterilization, and counseling related.
Putting you at greater risk for diabetes, heart disease, and hypertension. Doctors say it is okay to enjoy food you love, but it's important to be strategic.
Stay on your focused mealtime plans, which means if you have breakfast, have your breakfast. Stick to your lunch. Try not to overindulge and skip meals.
I almost just ate a brownie. I'm not even lying. And the doctor also says to limit the amount of sugary drinks and alcohol you consume, which can add empty calories. So remember to keep up with exercise and try to control your stress levels.
Yeah, that's why I like to drink my calories sometimes.
I mean, sometimes it's better. I love coquito, so I get it.
Moderation. Still to come. Talk about answering the call, how you help us succeed. Our goal for this year's ABC11 Together food drive.
This morning, we're highlighting a group of local dancers tapping their way to the Big Apple.
Yeah, these students from Open Arts in Morrisville getting the opportunity to perform under the big bright lights of New York City. Here with us right now to talk about their experience is Artistic Director Maya Worth right here on our end, and also Assistant Director Caitlin Van Houten. Good morning to you and to our two students here that are with us as well.
I'm so excited to talk with you guys. This is so exciting. So just last week, let's talk about this. 23 of your students were chosen to perform at the iconic New Amsterdam Theater on Broadway. So tell us how this opportunity came about.
Yeah, we actually work with a group called Dance the World that creates these once-in-a-lifetime opportunities for dancers all over the world. We were able to perform our own choreography on the Broadway stage, and then they actually came together with dancers from all over the country, also dancers from Mexico City and from Canada to perform their choreography in Times Square. So it's kind of about being able to express ourselves on a Broadway stage, getting to go backstage, see that experience, but also connecting with the wider dance community and feeling that on the biggest stage of the world, Times Square.
Yeah, you're seeing some of that video right there. We also know that you, the students, and of course the assistant director and director were able to take part in a workshop. You mentioned that alongside the prestigious Radio City Rockettes. How cool was that?
I mean, amazing. They are just like, I want to be one of them one day. I wish I was taller. I wish that I could dance with them because they are so professional. They're so kind as people, and it's just amazing to see someone dancing like professionally, like just like we do for fun.
Yeah, your dream, that's for sure.
Do either of you aspire to become dancers professionally?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I always look at their legs and I'm like, if only. That's the only thing standing between me and the Rockettes, the leg.
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing, yes. Okay, so your studio, Open Arts, offers classes for kids ages 3 to 18. What are some of the programs that are available?
Yeah, so we begin dance with our through ages 18, like our dancers here. We offer recreational dance to nurture the student as a whole. We're a Fun First dance program, so while we can continue to train pre-professionally, we just want to nurture that love and talent and gift in the student right from the beginning. We offer programs like our Brave Fearless Friends, nurturing middle school age students and their journey into that middle school kingdom of amazingness. And then also Teacher Assistant, we train teachers within our studios. So really just making good humans and creating a nice space for them.
Well, it sounds like Anna and I have aged out of that. Yeah. But we thank you for everything you're doing for the community and, of course, for these students here to tell your story. Share your story and dreams come true. So maybe one day we'll see you on that big stage.
We're rooting for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. John, back to you.
All right, thank you so much. And we want to also thank you for donating to the 38th annual ABC11 Together food drive. With your help, we raised enough for more than 1.6 million meals to help those in need this holiday season. And that crushed our original goal of 1.3 million. All the donations will go to the Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina and to the Second Harvest Food Bank. A great outcome, Quaylen.
Indeed, and we thank you, and of course the community thanks you as well, those who will benefit from those donations. Today's going to be a bright day, a cold day though, with temperatures below average and also much colder and lower than yesterday. We have more clouds around for tomorrow, but no rainfall in the forecast for Friday. For the Christmas parades, looking good. I don't know about feeling so good though. It's going to be cold out there during the mornings, temperatures low 30s. So we do hope to see you around those routes in Fayetteville, Cary, and Durham. I will be in the Durham parade, so we'll see you on Saturday morning. A low rain chance arriving Sunday. It's only 30%. So if you have any plans for the second half of your weekend, that will take you outdoors. Limited rain potential. 42 degrees right now with a live look over downtown. We have a wind west at 8 miles per hour, but clear, bright skies across downtown and across central North Carolina. 40s for Goldsboro, Clinton, Chapel Hill, 41, upper 30s north of I-85 for Oxford, South Hill, Burlington still at 39 degrees. It does feel colder in some spots too. Roanoke Rapids down to 31. Even Fayetteville feels like 33 degrees. And that's because of the breeze that will continue into early afternoon. By the evening hours around sunset, the winds will start to relax. They'll still be coming in from the north, so that's going to support colder air tonight. Highs today in the upper 40s, close to 50. Our average high is 55, so around 5 degrees below average. Tomorrow morning, mid to upper 20s out the door. No clouds right now, but some clouds arriving late tonight with a disturbance moving in from the west. So enjoy the sunshine today. Tomorrow morning we'll have bright skies to start, and then by the afternoon we'll see a blanket of mid to high level clouds passing through. Again, rain-free conditions. Those clouds scoot out Friday night. Saturday we'll have bright skies at least to start the day, and then more clouds later. Sunday's rain chance 30%. Chance for showers Tuesday and Thursday, but those chances only 30% too. Morning low temperatures still freezing and below through Saturday, and then a slow warm up into early next week. Tuesday's low 53 degrees, and we'll match that warm up into early next week. Monday and Tuesday's highs will be in the 60s. That's that November rewind on the way. Wednesday a little bit cooler with a few showers, highs in the upper 50s. We're coming back after the break.
The ABC11 weather camera is sponsored by Tar Heel Basement Systems.
A big congratulations to you, John Clark, on your retirement. It's always been a joy seeing you in the newsroom. You've been gracious with your time and really the epitome of a newsroom leader. I hope you enjoy sleeping in until noon if you want. The world is your oyster. I hope you enjoy. The rest of us are jealous. Have a great retirement.
John Clark, congratulations. I am so very happy for you. I would have come in and told you in person, but now I go to bed about the time you're getting up. I got to show you my favorite picture of John Clark and I, and we can make a full screen. And the reason I love this, it was Hug Your Weatherman Day, I think. And we were going to get a picture taken, and I said, just count to 3. I can't even remember who took it, but I said 1, 2, 3, and I grabbed you for a... And it's such a disgusted look on your face, but you still hugged me. And that's the type of guy you are. You have a great heart. I'm sure people have said much more eloquently things about you than I'll ever be able to say today. So I'll just say good luck, my friend. Enjoy your retirement. More than anything, enjoy sleeping in.
John Clark, what a run. It's always been such a pleasure watching you, not only on air, but having a chance to catch up with you behind the scenes in the newsroom. One of the best people I've ever met in this business, who deserves all the good things that lay ahead. Congratulations.
John Clark, although we've come to the end of the road, I'm not going to sing, but I hope you appreciate the Boyz II Men vibes. That is my homage to your Philadelphia heritage, a kid from Philly who came to Central Carolina and over 3+ decades became a television news institution here. You are, and you will continue to be cherished here. You have our love and have our utmost respect as a journalist and, more importantly, as a human being, a good person, a man of faith, and a mentor to so many people. Thank you, John. Happy retirement.
Hi, John. Cindy Bay here. It's been an honor to work mornings with you, especially for your last year and last week here at WTVD. I'm really inspired to hear about your faith and look forward to where God takes you. Hope you have the best sleep ever from now on. Take care.
John Clark, the myth, the man, the legend, is retiring. And we couldn't be more excited for you, John, but we're going to miss you so much here particularly your sense of humor. I know that everyone sees John on the air and he's all buttoned up and he's a wonderful journalist and he's very calm voice, but what you don't see is some of the things he does behind the scenes. Cue the video.
I let my 3-year-old step on the same type of spider in my garage. Are we ready? I'm ready. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to get killed by a spider. Hey, okay, I think prompter's too far up. Right? Just a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, I'm ready, I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. Okay, here we go. Ready? That's going on my blooper reel, John.
Wise and witty. We will miss you, John. All the best. Cheers to you.
You heard what he said after that. I couldn't resist. That's John.
Yep. I work with some pretty nice people.
You do. And you know,
if I'd known that, I wouldn't know.
In about 24 hours.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Relieved, as Anthony Wilson said a few weeks ago. Yeah, but I'm going to miss you all.
Yeah. Earlier we were talking about all the suit and tie combos that you have, the pocket squares, and some of that, huh?
Yeah, you ask Mrs. Clark how she feels.
Sure, she's making some room in the closet.
More room for her.
More room. She can keep the shoes, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that is it for Eyewitness News at 10. I want to hear Joel sing some more.
Me too.
Yeah,
that's what we'll be waiting for.
Can You Stand the Rain, maybe?
Tomorrow.
For Anna, Quayla, and the whole crew, thank you for watching.
Stay tuned to ABC11 for an all-new episode of The View next, and then stick around for Eyewitness News at noon with Joel, Amber, and meteorologist Steve Stewart.
That'll be your finale tomorrow.
Is that right?
We'll all cry for you.